Hello everyone, this beautiful anthem by Vaughan Williams, composed for the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, and that was of course the coronation was the 2nd of June 1953. This piece starts with a little bit of organ, then we have a soprano solo, and the choir come in. There's a little section for soprano solo in the middle, and then the choir finish off. It's very, very short. It's very, very pretty. We are going to be singing it a semitone lower than written, as Vaughan Williams says in his original score. It says this anthem may be sung in the key of G flat. Well, it may be sung, and it will be sung in the key of G flat, just because I think that's a lovely, lovely key for us all to enjoy. So if you are watching and you want to get your scores, they are there linked in the description, but I'm going to show the score up here on screen. And this is just the solo and choral parts. The solo is at the very top, and then we have the soprano second line down, alto, tenor, bass. In fact, what I can do, I think, is just to put the instrument names to just make it nice and clear. There we go. How about that? We love technology. So yes, this is Soundslice. We're very grateful to them for allowing us to show their marvellous software on screen. Soundslice.com is the website, and they are fabulous. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the soprano part. And of course, everyone's welcome to sing the tune along with the soprano solo. Actually, before we do, why don't we just have it all the way through? Because it's only about a minute long. And you can enjoy the sound of Patchway Cathedral Choir, who've never sounded better. So here we are. From the top, this is our first playthrough, and then we'll get to learning it. Here we go. And... altos, tenors, lovely piece. Really simple, really sweet. So let's take it from the top, and we're going to turn on the multi-track stems, and we're going to look just for now at the soprano solo part. So I'm going to make the rest of the parts quieter using the sliders over here. And so we can see right at the start, this is a beautiful little tune. Okay, we've got this lovely descending line which goes, oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Okay, let's sing it together. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is.
Lovely. Then we move on to the next line and we sing, blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Listen to the pitches. Okay, starting here on blessed in the 8th bar. Here we go, and... nice indeed. Now the good news is for you sopranos singing along at home is that when the soprano part comes in, the choral one that is, in bar 13, well, we just have a look at it. It's the same tune. except at the very end, you hold the note. Okay, so instead of just holding it for 1 bar, you hold it for 3 and a little bit. Okay, but otherwise it's exactly the same tune. Now what we see in bar 23 is the second part of the tune, which the soprano soloist sings. Okay, and so it sounds like this. Let's just go back and we sing. Blessed is the man that trusteth in whom. Let's give that a go. Quick note, of course, to anyone singing in the upper register. As I'm very fond of saying, folks, the higher you sing, more surprised you should look about it. Eyebrows up, nice drops jaw, and make this a really pure sound. Let's sing it together with the patchwork soloist. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Super, and that's a long note at the end. Hum. You actually, the soprano soloist is the lowest part. Briefly, it's a lovely bit of timbral work, bit of orchestration there, and that is it for the soprano solo. So what I'd like to do is to just sing from the top. For this is the soprano solo sing through, and then we'll have a look at the soprano part. So here it is from the top for the soprano soloist. Here's the organ, and off we go. 2, 3.
Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Blessed is the man that trusteth in thee.
Now the choir come in.
Oh, taste and see.
Take a deep breath, soloists. Here we go. And
Blessed is the man that trusteth in thee.
And that's it for the soloist. Super stuff. Well done, everyone. So I'm just going to change the levels back now. Now, the soprano choral parts, well, as we know, because we were all listening earlier on, that the soprano first entry is simply a restatement of the solo line. Exactly the same words, the same beautiful flowing melody. Just at the very, very end, we hold that note for 3 and a bit bars. If you need to grab a breath in the middle of that long note, do. But just bear in mind, it's all to be sung very softly. So hopefully, if you are controlling your breath appropriately, you should be able to get a good long way through that long note without having to snatch a breath. Let's have a look now at the new material, which actually is again derived from the solo line. But you can hear as it goes, it evolves. And so the soprano choral part from bar 27 goes, blessed is the man that trusteth in whom. Let's give that a go, shall we, everyone? So take a nice deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I thought I'd turn the volume parts up, but clearly I didn't. What's gone on there? Let's try that line as well. What's happened here? Oh, I know what's happened. So I turned the entire choir down, not just the soloists. That's how you can tell it's a live broadcast, folks. Let's try that again. Here we go. So from bar 27. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now, we're approaching the end already. It goes, the man that trusteth in him, Let's just have that last phrase with the piano from the man. 1, 2. And we're holding back just before the last note. So let's sing The Man That Trusteth. This is on the bottom line. If you're looking at the PDF, it's literally the last 4 bars and a beat. After 2, 1, 2. Those of you familiar with choral music, you might know a wonderful anthem called Valiant for Truth by Vaughan Williams, which is, unfortunately, it's too big for us to do, too long. But I might get Patchway to record it for us one day. Oh, it's just glorious and very, very reminiscent of the end of this. Let's sing it from the start, just with the soprano part louder, and then we'll have a look at the alto and tenor and bass parts as well. So this is from the start, and this is the soprano choral sing through. Here we go. So here's the solo line. So deep breath. 2, 3. Excellent. Deep breath. Here we go. And. Line. So let's have the altos now, please. Come up on the dais and let's look at your line. Altos from your first entry. Now you can see you don't come in until bar, well, the soprano choral part starts in bar 13. Altos, you sort of emerge from the soprano line. They sing. Okay, so as the sopranos land on their G, we start altos, and our line goes, oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Just listen to those pitches for me. Altos, so it goes 2, 3. Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Lovely. So lots of lovely alto part there. That top B that just holds, and then the G, F sharp G is particularly lovely. So just enjoy that. Let's sing that together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. You take a quick breath, and then we sing. On him for 6 and a bit beats. That sounds like this from Blessed. It's 1, 2, 3. Blessed is the man that trusteth thee. Holding and off. There we go. So let's sing that together from Blessed. Altos. 1, 2, 3. Blessed is the man that trusteth in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and off. Excellent. Okay, so we hear the soprano soloist sing A, G, A. They're about to go down to an E. Our note is there, okay? And we sing, blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Listen to those pitches just on the piano. Little leap. Sing it with me and the piano, please, altos, from bar 27. 1, 2, 3. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Good. Now with the soloist. 1, 2, 3. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Good. And then the man that trusteth in him. The altos get the best line in this piece, they really do. Listen to that again, just on the piano from the man. This is the C going to the E, the last note of bar 30. It's 1, 2. Slowing to the D at the end. So let's sing that together from the same place, but with the soloist this time. 1, 2. The man that trusteth in him. Gorgeous. Let's have the alto part from the start. So you'll hear the soloist and the organ and everything else. We come in then in bar 14. Here we go. And...
Taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Blessed is the man that trusteth in thee.
So start to take a deep breath. Here we go. And...
taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
Deep breath. 2, 3.
Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. The man that trusteth in him.
Super. A little m on the end is always appreciated. Okay, well done, altos. Now let's have the tenors, if you would please, tenore. And so if we just have a look here, obviously the first system, it is the soloist, and in fact second system as well. And so very similar actually. If you have a look at the entries, you've got sopranos, then altos, giving us our note. It's so beautifully constructed here, tenors. And so we sing, oh, excuse me. Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Listen to that on the piano. Let's sing that together with the soloist. 1, 2, 3. Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Lovely then. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. You get a little bit of the tune just at the end. Listen to that from Blessed. Here it is. that same 6 and a bit beats. From blessed, please, tenors. 1, 2, 3.
Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
Now we have the sops and altos starting here. And that's actually a really useful thing for us tenors. Because we enter a bar later singing the same tune as the sopranos, albeit an octave down to begin with. So this line goes, blessed is the man that trusteth. Isn't that a nice line? Let's sing it together with the soloist. 1, 2, 3. Good, and then just the last little bit. So it's trusteth in him with a nice little diminutive on the end. Let's just sing that together and trusteth in him. Super stuff. Let's have it from the start. So the tenor part's nice and strong. Everyone else do feel free to sing along, but this one is for the tenors. Here we go. Here comes the soloist. So 2 bars tenors, deep breath, and
Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 off. Well done. Start to breathe, tenors. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Okay, so now we've got the bass part to look at. I'm going to once again just change the level slightly. And bass is same really as the tenors. You don't come in fact, you come in a bar after the tenors. And once again, Vaughan Williams just constructed this beautifully. And then our line starts here in bar 16 basses, and we sing, oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Listen. I just ask you to watch out for the B to the D. It's not quite as high as I think you're going to want to make it. So let's sing that together, basses. 1, 2, 3. Oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Then you grab a breath, you sing, blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Listen to it. Lovely, let's sing it together, starting on the G. 1, 2, 3. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. And obviously course, you don't hold that note as long as the other parts because you are slightly singing slightly against the rest of the choir there. Okay, lovely. Then the soloist sings, "Blessed is the man that trusteth in him." The sops and altos come in there, and then the tenors and basses. Okay, so it's worth listening out for the alto line. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Listen to the pitches, basses. It's worth noting that the G is kind of an anchor point here each time it happens. So when you sing the blessed, the first and last notes of blessed is the same pitch as man. That might help you when you're pitching it. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Then we sing, trusteth in him, which, if you notice, is the same as the melody. Let's give it a go, basses, and trusteth in him. Of course, it's very good choral technique, particularly in this starting in him. Just a little bit of an in at the end to just separate that out. Okay, basses, let's give it a go from the top. So you'll hear the solos, everyone else, but this is a bass sing through. Here we go, everyone. Here's our soloist. Soprano, then alto, start to breathe, basses, 2, 3, oh, taste and see how gracious the Lord is. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Deep breath. 2, 3, blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Same pitch. Trusteth in him. And there you have it, everyone. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from the beginning. We're going to have it with all the parts mixed as they should be. And if you've enjoyed the broadcast, do please share it with anyone you think would enjoy a really good sing. We're supporting Marmalade this week, which of course is a loneliness charity. And so I just think it's a beautiful piece to sing during Loneliness Awareness Week. So here we go from the top, and I do hope you've enjoyed it. Off we go.